Hello everyone, good evening to all. Just confirm me once that my voice is audible and this PDF file is visible to you. Okay, sir, thank you for your response in the chat box and welcome you all on this platform, the third day of our learning in this series. The third day that is very important GST notice handling, GST litigation handling, a very important topic for all of us. Once again, thank you everyone for joining this session because today is Sunday and Sunday evening, if you are joining the session for learning something, then really it is a great thing for me that you all are here to learn something great, something unique, something in an innovative way. And certain participants have joined the session by 5:45 or by 5:40. This shows the dedication, the support towards me. So thank you all of you for your support, for your love. So, sir, how was the last two sessions which we have covered? The importance 128A amnesty scheme. You all have joined the session, and I think you all have enjoyed the learning. So thank you everyone for joining. Today also will try my best to provide you the best content in a simplified language so that you can understand the things. Okay. And I will not take your much more time because I know today is Sunday and you also need to spend some time with your family members. So I will try to conclude the session in next 50 minutes. Okay. So I just require your 50 minutes. I just require your attention. Feel free. Just if you want to see the PDF file or PPT, in that case also okay. And if you don't want to see, in that case also okay. You just need to hear the things that will automatically in your brain. Okay, so let's start our discussion on the notice handling, litigation handling on YouTube also, sir. Welcome you all on this platform. So, sir, this is the most important thing because nowadays we all are receiving a lot of notices under GST, whether related to business audit, whether related to e-way bill, whether related to your scrutiny of returns, whether related to assessment, summary assessment. So a lot of notices are there in GST. So the point is that how we can handle the notices. And also in this session, we'll try to give you the idea that how you can read the notices. What are the things you need to keep in your mind while framing the reply? Also, what are the things you need to keep in your mind while handling the notices and litigation? Because this is the most important, most crucial part of our practice. Because, sir, if I just need to handle the compliances, I just need to file the returns, I just need to file the annual return or file the registrations, in that case it is quite easy because a specific format is there. I just need to put the data, my staff can handle the things, and we have a lot of softwares are also available in the market. Shiva Kumar ji, my sound, there is certain issues with my sound. Just wait. I think now it's proper. वाइब्रेशन तो वॉइस में है सर, क्या करें. I think now it's proper. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Venu, sir. Thank you. Uh, so, the point is that for providing the replies, for handling the litigations, for handling the notices, there is requirement of the expert knowledge, of the knowledge of law. Because we all know there are a lot of AI tools are also available. If we will go and say Chat GPT that write a letter or write a reply for this matter, your Chat GPT will provide you. But ChatGPT is not able to provide the facts. ChatGPT is not able to provide the relevant things which is required. And if you are continuously using the ChatGPT or AI tools, in that case, we all will dumb. ChatGPT will replace us. Yes, we need to use it, but first we need to frame the reply. Then after we can provide the input to the ChatGPT that you can provide the proper drafting language. That we can do. But the point is that all the things, what are the sections, what are the case studies, how we can frame the reply, that is the most important things we all should keep in our mind. Okay. So now Let's start our discussion on this GST notice handling, and we have designed this PPT file. This is very scientific PDF file or PPT file. Also, we'll share with you the PDF in handwritten notes form, also this PPT file as well. The requirement is that after the end of the session, we are sharing one feedback form. You just need to feed the feedback, okay? Because, sir, your feedback plays a very important role for me. Hence, I am requesting everyone, because when I'm going through with your feedbacks, it gives me an immense pleasure. So I request everyone to provide the feedback in on the specific link which you are receiving. Okay. Now, first we'll try to understand what type of notices are there under GST. First one, which is very famous, like Amitabh Bachchan, you can say scrutiny of returns. Every third day we are finding that we are getting the scrutiny related notices for our clients. Okay, maybe related to different issues, we are getting the returns related to scrutiny of returns. Sir, you know one important fact about scrutiny of returns? The scope of scrutiny is very limited. If they have raised the para on 4 matters, in that case, in case of scrutiny, they can ask the documents, they can raise the questions related to that 4 paras only. When I'm taking the sessions on litigations or notice handling, at that time I'm always saying my participants that, sir, we should know our liabilities, but we must know our rights as well. Because maximum time when we are getting the notices, we are just focus, our focus is on to provide the reply to the departmental authorities. Sir, देख तो लो, we are liable to provide the replies, whether the notice which has been issued is correct or not, whether the required documents which has been mentioned in the notice is actually we are liable to provide or not. So we should know our rights as well, because when I know the rights and the liabilities, then only I can provide the proper replies, I can present in front of the departmental authority very confidentially, with confidence. Because the point is that in case of litigation, 50% role will be of your presentation. Okay, so the first reason for the notice will be your scrutiny of returns. Sir, there may be chances that the taxpayer has taken the GST registration but not filing the returns on the GST and common portal, but the departmental authority has get the data that this person, Mr. X, has made a sales during this period, but Mr. X has not filed the GST returns and not paid the requisite tax to the government. So the departmental authority can go for the assessment of non-return filers, section number 62, return not filed by you. Sir, there may be chances that the taxpayer is or the person is making the supplies and the turnover has already crossed the limit of 20 lakh rupees or 40 lakh rupees, but the person has not taken the GST registration. But from certain external information, departmental authority has found that this person is making the supplies and the turnover has already crossed the limit, but this person has not taken the GST registration, so issue the love letter. So in that case, they may go for the assessment of unregistered person. Fourth type of notice is, suppose the taxpayer is registered under GST and filing the returns on regular basis, but that person has shown a turnover of 60 lakh rupees. But as per the external information which is available with the departmental authority, the turnover is 70 lakh rupees. There is an enhancement. So in that case, departmental authority is in view that if will not go for the assessment, in that case, there will be a revenue loss to the government for 10 lakh rupees. That is tax on 10 lakh rupees. So they may come up with a assessment, and that assessment is called as summary assessment. In that case also, they are going to provide you the notice, or they are also going to provide you the facts that this is your tax liability, you have not paid the tax to the government. So why your assessment cannot be concluded based on the calculations which is given below. Sir, now I am just sharing with you the type of notices. Then we'll also discuss what the things you need to check in these type of notices, how you need to frame your reply, what are the things you need to keep in your mind, and how you can smoothly handle the compliances. Because, sir, if we'll only learn the GST law, in that case, it will be quite difficult for us to handle the compliances, because we should know the practical knowledge as well. Nowadays, multiple time when I am taking the physical sessions, at that time, this is the most hot topic for me. Okay. And the same presentation we are covering in that session. Now, in our this session also, we are covering the same. Next, business audit. A very specific, very important, and nowadays departmental authorities are coming with these type of business audits, that is departmental audits as well. In that case, they are providing you the notice for the audit for a specific financial year or for number of financial years. Or in case of business audit, the scope is very wider. Whatever information they require, they can demand from the taxpayer, from the financials, from the perspective of business, from the perspective of manufacturing process. So everything they can demand in case of business audit. This is the quite complex thing. When I am going for the physical sessions, at that time, multiple participants or multiple professionals are saying that, sir, we are only handling the compliances, that is return filing and the our annual return and the registration. These things we are handling. Okay, and we have a proper staff. We are doing this thing. Why we need to learn this litigation handling? Because whenever there will be a litigation, we'll assign that work to someone else. So this is not useful for us, and we don't want to learn any law. These type of things also I found with certain participants. Sir, the important fact is that if you are not handling the litigation in that case also, but we also need to focus on the preventive techniques. When you will file the returns, when you will handle the compliances, if you know all these type of things, if you know the reasons of litigation, in that case you can prevent these things while filing the returns and compliances. E-waybill related issues. Sir, nowadays, we all know 70% of the cases are due to the e-waybill. Whenever there will be a movement of goods, departmental authority is going to detain the goods. They are requiring the important documentation. And if there will be an oversight related mistake, a very silly mistake, in that case also they are going to charge 100% of tax penalty. In that case, how we need to prepare the reply? What are the things we need to keep in our reply? Because if in case of the issue in related to e-way bill and your client has paid the tax with penalty and you suggested him to pay the amount, and if someone else, some other professional, suppose that client has connected with me, or I said that, sir, no requirement to pay, we'll file appeal, we'll fight on the basis and we'll win the case. In that case, you can lose your client as well, because someone is providing the better professional services. So to retain the client, we also need to enhance our professional services. And next, very danger, search and seizure related issues. In that case, they are coming with the notices with prior permission of the joint commissioner, and in that case they have the complete powers of the physical inspection, physical verification, inventory comparison. They can check each and everything. So basically, these are the reasons for which the notices can be issued. These are the just example based reasons or type of notices. There may be other chances, but in 90% of the cases, these are the reasons for the notices. Sir, all these types of notices are okay for everyone? Anyone who has joined this session for today only, that means who has not joined the last or the first session? Anyone is there? The new participant, I can say. Sir, 5 days series, we have received a very good response. Okay, first, second, now this is the third day. We have fourth day on invoice management system. Fifth session will be very important on income tax and GST linkage. Okay, and very soon we are planning for a session for 45 minutes every Sunday for updation of knowledge of the professionals. Are you interested to join that particular series every Sunday, 45 days, 45 minutes of session for the updation of knowledge of the professionals? Okay, very soon we are coming with that as well. Our team is working on that. Now, next, after getting the notices, what should be the first course of action? Sir, YouTube, you can also comment in the chat box. Jagannathan sir, are you enjoying the session? So, after getting the notices, what is our first course of action? What we need to do? In 60% of the cases, professionals, after getting the notices, they are just trying to prepare the reply. Okay, they are just trying to prepare the reply, they are just trying to connect with the departmental authority, they are just trying to set certain licensing. These things they are doing. This is just a practical real life things which I am going to share with you, because we all are family members, so I just want to share with you each and everything which we should keep in our mind. Just give me a single second. So the first thing, we just need to check the validity of the notice, that the notice is valid or not. That is what is the most important thing. Why, sir? How we can check the validity, and why we need to check the validity? Suppose in 30 to 40% cases, there may be chances that your notice is time barred. So we just need to check from that perspective as well, that our notice is completely a valid notice. Also, we need to check the jurisdictional authority, because certain cases you found that the CGST department has issued the notice, but the jurisdiction is with the state GST department. In that case, yes, CGST department can issue the notice, but CGST department has certain proof that they have already taken the permission from the state GST department, or they have received one letter regarding the proceedings from the state GST department. So we just need to check the jurisdictional authority very carefully. This is also a very important thing. In case if the notice has been issued by the CGST department, then the CGST department is going to mention the DIN number on the notice. So we just need to keep in our mind that the DIN number is clearly mentioned in the notice. Without DIN number, there may be that notice should be treated as invalid. You know, our Honorable High Court, Delhi High Court has pronounced the decision. In case the DIN number has not been mentioned in the notice, the Honorable Delhi High Court has pronounced that the notice should be treated as invalid notice. So this is also a very important thing which we need to keep in our mind, because if the notice is invalid, no need to provide the reply for that particular notice. Okay. Get the idea about the section under which the notice has been issued. Don't directly go for the preparation of the reply. Try to identify which section will be applicable, or under which section the notice has been issued. Many time you will found, many time you will found that in notice they are supposed to mention a specific section in front of the notice. Suppose they have mentioned section number 61. You have checked the section number 61 and you are just going to prepare the reply. No, just try to read the complete notice and try to identify what are the number of sections which is there in complete notice. You may found in the notice they have taken the reference of section 17.5, they have taken the reference of section 16, they have taken the reference of section 15, section 13, section 12, section 8 of IGST Act, section 10 of IGST Act. So through the identification of sections, you can get an idea that why this notice has been issued. And the next thing which you have to identify, that is the reason of the notice, that why this specific notice has been issued by the departmental authority. Don't directly go for the preparation of reply. We just need to check these things very carefully. DIN number, whenever the central GST department is going to issue the notice, for each and every notice, they are supposed to issue one unique identification number, and the same has been mentioned on the notice, and you can also trace the same on GSTN common portal. Or if any CGST department has issued the notice without DIN, in that case, that notice will be treated as invalid notice. Okay. Now, after getting the notice, we also need to check the arithmetical calculation. Many times with the notice, the departmental authority is going to provide the complete annexure with the notice. Okay, related to the interest calculation, related to the input tax credit calculation, related to outward liability calculation, they are providing one annexure. So we also need to check the calculation of the annexures. because many times in 30 to 40% cases you found there is certain issues in the arithmetical calculation, and that should also be part of your reply, that sir, when you have provided the annexure in your notice, there is certain deficiency. It will create one image in the mind of that departmental authority that the counterparty, the professional, has the experienced knowledge, and the taxpayer or the tax professional has completely read the notice and then after prepare the reply. That is what is the thing we need to ensure. Otherwise, in many cases, if we are directly going to prepare the reply, in that case, we may skip these things. Sir, this is a scientific approach to handle a notice, to handle the litigations. Okay. We all are using these things in our day-to-day practice so that our business, our profession will be on a higher side. So first we just need to check the validity of notice. Then after we need to check the jurisdictional authority. We need to check the DIN number in case of CGST department. Then after we need to prepare a list of the sections which is there in the notice so that we can identify the reason of the notice. And then after we need to check the arithmetical calculation. Just do one thing, what we are doing in our offices. We have a separate diary register. In that register, whenever there will be a notice for any client, we are just going to prepare the working paper in that register so that we can take the same in future reference as well. And the complete calculation will be in that register. That is what is the thing we need to ensure. Sir, state GST department has no mechanism for the DIN number. In near future, they may suppose for these things. So these are the things which we need to focus in case when we are receiving the notice. Next. Whether the notice will cover over registered mail ID or not. That is what is the important question. Sir, as we all know, in case of scrutiny related notices, departmental authorities are sending the notices on GST and common portal only. When you will go to user services tab, you will found the additional notices and view additional notices and notices tab. Am I right? And the notice related to scrutiny will be there. And in case of scrutiny related notices, no any separate communication will be there on your registered mail ID on your cell number. Okay. In 90% cases, this is the scenario. You all are agree with me? The same practice is followed by the departmental authority in case of scrutiny of returns? Yes. So for that purpose, what we need to do? We just need to track the portal on timely basis. Okay. But now suppose in a specific case, you forgot to check the GST and common portal for a scrutiny related notices, and the departmental authority has initiated the proceedings and passed the order under section number 73 without providing the opportunity of being heard. In that case, whether the same will be treated as the proper communication or not. That is, merely providing the notice on the GST and common portal is treated as a proper communication or not. So in that case, we have number of orders by Honorable High Court. In that case, Honorable High Court has pronounced that merely providing the notice on the GST and common portal is not sufficient and it will not be treated as a communication of proper notice. So in that case, Honorable High Court has directed to the departmental authority that, sir, you have not provided the opportunity of being heard, so you should issue the fresh notice and after providing the opportunity, pass the order. So you may take care of these specific case studies, because in your case, if you forgot to check the same and departmental authority has pronounced the decision, in that case, while filing the appeal, we just need to take care of these case study in which the Honorable High Court has provided the favorable decision to us. But in case of business audit related notices, in 90 to 95% cases, they are sending the mail as well. Physical notice will be shared in certain cases. Otherwise, mail will be there and they are supposed to call you as well. Okay. So that is what is the thing. Now, most important thing, how one can summarize the notice. This is the most important thing, because after getting the notice, if you have idea related to the summarization of the notice, in that case, while preparing the reply, you need not to go through with the complete notice. That is the first benefit. Second benefit, you have the complete working for your future reference. Second. Third, you can connect the content, or you can collect the content very easily through that summary. Third thing. Fourth thing, your staff, office team can easily go through with the summary and understand the matter. So these are the four things which we should keep in our mind from the perspective of summary of the notices. Now, sir, benefits are there, but how we can prepare the summary? That is the important thing. Yes, we'll share with you. First, just keep one diary with you for your notices. In your diary, whenever you will receive the notice, first put the name of your client, then after, notice issuing authority, whether it is a joint commissioner, additional commissioner, assistant commissioner, so that you can also get the idea that this officer has right to issue the notice or not. That is what is the use. So we just need to keep this thing in our mind. Report the relevant section, all the relevant sections. Suppose in the notice the tax officer has provided the reference of 4 to 5 sections, you just need to mention all the sections, so that whenever you will draft the reply, you can easily go through with that summary. Sir, all those things which I am going to share with you in this session are completely based on practical approach only. Okay. Then after writing the note, these sections, you just need to try to write out the reason of the notice, so that while framing the reply, through that reason, you can easily identify, or you can easily connect your reply with the reason. Then you also need to mention the amount of demand, that is tax, that is interest, that is penalty. So suppose if the notice is related to 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, and if you have the separate figure for interest and penalty, or you are planning for the amnesty scheme, you can easily go through with that. Calculation with the relevant figures. If there is any calculation is attached with the notice, you also need to provide your calculation with that reference, so that if there will be any difference, in that case, you can easily take care of the same while framing your reply. Date of issue and communication of notice, very important. In case the notice has been issued on GST and common portal, in that case, the uploading date will be treated as date of communication. But if the notice has been shared physically, in that case, when the taxpayer has received the physical notice, that date will be treated as communication of notice. Due date of reply, so that we can keep in our mind that this is the date by which I need to provide the reply to the departmental authority. So we also need to take care of due date of reply. So this is the summary should be there. Sir, are you getting the points? Are you enjoying the learning? Sir, we'll take the questions after 10 to 15 minutes. Is that okay? Just keep these questions with you, so that we'll take the questions after 10 to 15 minutes. This is the technique to prepare the summary. What are the things need to be take care while drafting the reply, so that we can easily or smoothly handle the compliances, we can easily or smoothly handle the litigation or notices. What the things we just need to keep in our mind? First thing, reply should be based on the section under which the notice has been issued. Hence, at the time of our discussion on the summary preparation, at that time also we have covered the specific point that we just need to write out the sections under which the notice has been issued. Suppose when the notice has been issued under section number 16, so whenever you will draft a particular reply, your reply should be based on the counter of section number 16 only. Am I right? So if you have the idea of the section under which the notice has been issued, while framing the reply, you can go through with the relevant section, or accordingly you can prepare your reply, draft your reply. Now, in certain cases, this is the very realistic thing. Many professionals are doing one practice, that our reply should be of 15 to 20 to 30 pages. Hence, what they are doing, they are just going to take the complete section, copy and paste in the reply. Sir, I request, skip these things. Skip these things. Whenever you are going to take the reference of any section in your reply, that should not be copy and paste. You just need to provide the relevant para. If your reply is of 2 to 3 pages only, or if you have provided the specified content in your reply, in that case also your reply will be treated as a perfect reply. So we just need to keep this fact in our mind. Okay. So whenever you will draft the reply from now onwards, one thing, whatever will be the section for which you are taking the reference in your reply, don't completely put that section in the reply. You just need to take the relevant part. Relevant part you should put in your reply. And whenever you are putting the relevant part of the section, you should provide a simplified explanation as well. Because we all know, whenever you will take a particular reference of a section in your reply, and always there will be a 3 to 4 implication of a section that may be favorable to you, that may be unfavorable to you. So whenever you will draft a particular reply, you just need to provide the simplified explanation, and in which explanation you should clearly mention the favorable things to the taxpayer, so that the departmental authority can get the same. Or in many cases, we think that what will be the use of a proper reply in case of a notice has been issued by the jurisdictional officer? We'll just mention the facts and will provide the reply. What will be the use of them? Sir, for your kind information, this is my humble submission to you, that whenever you are providing a reply to the jurisdictional officer, and that jurisdictional officer is not agree with your reply, and when you have to file the appeal before the appellant authority, appellant tribunal, even high court or supreme court, in that case also your base reply which you have submitted before the jurisdictional officer plays a very, very important role. Hence, your first reply should be a perfect reply. Okay. In this session, जब मैं आप बोल रहा हूं, इसका मतलब that doesn't mean that you are doing these things. This is just in a journal reference. Okay. So whatever I am saying, just for the help of professionals, that is what is my purpose. Now, many professionals are saying that case study should be part of each and every reply. Yes, I agree. But don't put the complete case study in your reply. You just need to take the relevant para of the reply, para of the case study, and then after you should provide the simplified explanation or the pronouncement through the case study in your reply, so that the departmental authority can easily get the facts. That is what is the thing we need to do. Now, there may be chances that the notice is due to the difference between 3B and 1, difference between 2B and 1, difference between RCM related liability, the liability is due to interest, due to penalty. These are the probable reasons. In that case, you need to provide one calculation in tabular form. So what we are doing, we are just going to prepare the table, and we are just going to prepare the table in our reply itself. No. Whenever there will be a table, whenever there will be a reconciliation, whenever there will be a calculation, prepare a separate annexure, annexure number 1. And your complete reconciliation calculation should be part of that annexure, so that everyone can go through with that and departmental authority can easily check the same. And with your reply, if you are submitting certain documentation, suppose you are submitting the copies of GSTR 3B, suppose you are submitting the copies of your income tax audit report, you are submitting the copies of your provisional financial statement, your trial balance, your creditors age wise, each and every attachment should have a separate annexure number, so that you can put it in your reply itself, and departmental authority can easily trace the same. And in case of further litigations, you can easily take the reference of these things. And sir, in case of scrutiny of returns, okay, when we are getting the notice on GST and common portal, or in case of business audit, when we are getting the notices and we are preparing the replies, and if our reply is in a well structured manner, in that case your presentation will be in a well structured manner, and the departmental authority think that, sir, yes, this person has the complete idea for the preparation and drafting of the reply. That means this person is a knowledgeable person. This person has the knowledge of the provision of law. Now, in that case, also you have a less knowledge. In that case, also there is one presumption in the mind of the departmental authority. So the authority will think accordingly, and there will be a higher chances for a favorable decision. Because always presentation matters. Okay. This PPT file I have prepared on this particular sheet. My team has prepared on this particular sheet. They have tried to make it attractive. Okay. Now, suppose we have not taken this PPT, just written on a simple Word file, and I am going to share with you. In that case, there may be chances that, sir, you are not getting the facts, or you are not going to impress with this presentation. So that is, your presentation plays a very important role, sir. When I was in my CA final examination or my CS final examination, at that time, after my each and every answer, I am just going to put one line with pencil. I am going to highlight the things. हो सकता है, there may be chances there is certain issues with my content, but the presentation was very good. Okay, so presentation plays a very important role. Just for an example, what are the important reconciliations under GST? Because we all know that the GST is a world of reconciliations. So we also need to ready with these type of reconciliation. Whenever you are going to close a financial year, you should ready these reconciliations for your future reference, so that whenever there will be a notice, you can easily use these reconciliations in your day-to-day practice. The first reconciliation is your turnover reconciliation, books versus GSTR 3B. Second reconciliation will be your GSTR 1 and 3B reconciliation, so that the outward supply which you have declared in your GSTR 1 return, the same is reconciled with your GSTR 3B. Third reconciliation related to your input tax credit in your GSTR 3B and GSTR 2B. Fourth is your reverse charge mechanism related reconciliation. The liability as per your books of accounts, the liability which you have paid in your GSTR 3B return. And last but very important, that is input tax credit balance reconciliation. ITC balance as per your balance sheet credit ledger, and ITC balance as per GST and common portal credit ledger. And if these both things are reconciled, that is input as per books and input as per portal closing balance, it is an indication that your output is perfect, your input is perfect, your RCM is perfect. So these are the reconciliations we should prepare with us, we should ready with us, so that we can smoothly handle the litigations. Sir, मजा आ रहा है, आनंद आ रहा है? You all are getting the points? I think we are going in a right way. सर एक बार कमेंट करके बता दो ना, you all are here. ऐसा तो नहीं है संडे को in front of TV you are watching this session? Now, what are the important documents required for the business audit? सर एक दिल की बात बोलूं क्या, एक इंपॉर्टेंट बात. आई जस्ट वांट टू से अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. Whenever there will be a business audit or departmental audit, we all know we should submit multiple documents with the departmental authority, or we should visit the departmental authority many times, multiple times, with multiple documentation. Okay, first, related to business audit, we are getting the ADT 01. In that ADT 01, they are providing the complete list, and accordingly we just need to provide the documentation with the departmental authority. Okay, so sample reply today I am not able to take, but definitely will share you the sample reply on the mail ID. Just text on the WhatsApp number, will share you the sample reply, the draft reply. Okay, today in this PDF file, in this PPT, I have no sample reply, so I am not able to share with you, but connect with me or WhatsApp, will definitely share with you. Okay. What are the important documents required for the business audit? ADT 01 if you have received, and after that, if you will provide the proper set of documentation with the departmental authority, in that case your first impression will be your final impression. In your first impression, if you have provided the perfect documentation with the departmental authority, then departmental authority will think that yes, this person is providing the documentation in a very good way. The presentation is good, the forwarding letter is good, the required documents is good, and we can easily conduct the documentation. That is our first impression. And your business audit, yakin maniye, your business audit will be conducted in a very well manner. Okay, so first thing, audited financial statement of the relevant period, or you can provide the documents in this sequence only. Just provide it that sir, our documents are ready. The audited financial statement of the relevant period, suppose the audit is conducted for financial year 1920, in that case the audited financial statement with complete annexures you should provide. Then the GSTR 9 and 9C, the copy of GSTR 9 and 9C, or when you are providing the copy of GSTR 9 and 9C, and suppose in that 9 and 9C, you have claimed a certain input tax credit related to previous financial year or related to current financial year, you have claimed a certain input tax credit during subsequent financial year, then highlight the figures which you have mentioned in the 9 and 9C so that departmental authority can easily trace. You are just providing the simplified explanation or simplified things to the departmental authority. So your audit will be conducted in a very smooth way. Relevant reconciliations. Suppose they have, if you will provide, they have not demanded in ADT 01, okay, related to any discrepancies. They are just going to provide the details of the documentation. But if you are providing the reconciliation 3B and 1, 2B and 3B, the RCM related reconciliation in one Excel file, very clean, that will also be an addition. Income ledger. Sir, we all know what the things departmental authority is going to check. They are just supposed to check the income side and the expenditure side of profit and loss account. We'll provide the income ledger that this is our income ledger and we have already paid the GST. So income ledger, expenditure ledger, you can provide because they just need to check the RCM and reversal of input tax credit. So you can provide the expenditure ledger. Creditors age wise, because this is one important fact, they are supposed to check that the person has made the payment to the supplier within 180 days. So you can provide the creditors age wise list, creditors ledger. You can provide the sales register, purchase register in Excel file. So these are the prima facie documents which is required by the departmental authority for conducting the business audit. So we just need to prepare one set and we just need to provide that set to the departmental authority. So our documentation will be in a perfect way. But sir, whenever you are providing a single document with the departmental authority, just provide it with the forwarding letter and take one copy for you as well. We'll share the importance of the forwarding letter in our next slide as well. Now, sir, nowadays we are receiving many notices related to scrutiny of returns. आपने बता दिया how we need to read the notice, what are the things we need to prepare in a summary, what are the things we need to keep in our mind while drafting the replies. Although we are covering these things in just 1 hour, okay, we have a 10-hour complete workshop on the drafting, pleading and notice reading and drafting techniques, but I'm trying to provide you the complete details in summarized form. Okay, we'll cover in a best way. Now, what are the common grounds for scrutiny of returns? Why departmental authority is taking our case for the scrutiny of returns? So there may be chances of difference between 3B and 1 because for your information, the scrutiny is selected by the system automatically. System is highlighting certain things red, and based on that, you will get the notices related to scrutiny. And once the notice has been shared by the GST and common portal and the departmental authorities get the idea that there is certain deficiencies, in that case, you need to face multiple issues. Okay. So we just need to ready ourselves. So I'm sharing with the common grounds so that you can prepare your financials, you can file your returns, or you can take these things while filing your returns very carefully so that you can save your client from the future litigations. Okay. And also the departmental authorities have also limited area, limited scope. So if we'll provide the better documentation in a better way, in that case, we'll get the better output as well. Okay. Now, difference between 3B and 1, this is the one reason. Difference between 2B and 3B, that is input tax credit. Huge variation in sales. Suppose last year sales was 2 crore, current year sales was 25 crore. There is a huge variation. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा your sales is not genuine, but in that case there may be chances that your case should be selected for the scrutiny and you need to submit the relevant documentation. Difference between the reverse charge mechanism from your GSTR 2B and from your GSTR 3B: non-payment of interest in case of delayed filing of return. Sir, this is the important thing. I just want to discuss this for 1 minute. Suppose the due date for filing the GSTR 3B return is 20th of subsequent month. And if we are filing the return on 22nd of subsequent month, suppose the cash payable is 50,000 rupees. In that case, many times what we are doing, as late fees is mandatory, we are paying the late fees, we'll skip the interest. And there is one concept in our mind that whenever the departmental authority will issue the notice, we'll pay the interest because there is no interest on interest. So we'll pay at that time. Why we need to pay the now? Sir, this is my humble submission to you. The most important thing is that if you are filing the return late, then we have automation. The system will automatically red highlight that Mr. Sachin has filed the return late, but Mr. Sachin has not paid the interest amount, so that the same will be selected for the scrutiny. And once they are selecting for the scrutiny, they are demanding multiple documentation. To save these things, whenever you are filing a return for 1 day delay, in that case also pay the requisite interest. 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, pay it. Okay. So that the chances of litigations or scrutiny can reduced. Now, can departmental authority demand the documentation beyond the para mentioned in notice in case of scrutiny of returns? Big no. Because as we have already covered that the scope is very limited in case of scrutiny of returns. Okay. In case of scrutiny of returns, the scope is very limited. The para which is there in the notice, they can ask the questions on that para only. They cannot ask the queries or they cannot ask the documentation in excess of the mentioned in the particular notice. What is the importance of the forwarding letter? Because earlier we have covered that whenever you will submit a single document with the departmental authority, you should have the forwarding letter of the same. Why? Sir, everything is fine in between both of us, that is departmental authority and between us. We have submitted the document, they have acknowledged the same. Okay, is that okay? But suppose if there will be a litigation or if there will be an issue and you are not satisfied with the decision of the departmental authority, in that case you have to file the appeal before the appellant authority or appellant tribunal. They require the acknowledgements for the submission of each and every single documentation. जब मैं ऐसी बात कर रहा हूं, there is no any intention that every departmental authority is doing like that, but there may be certain instances in that case they are saying that the particular document has not been submitted with us. So in that case we have the proper documentation. This will be for our safety as well and for future reference as well. So I just suggest that whenever you are submitting anything, you just need to take the forwarding letter back, so that it will be a counter copy for your confirmation and you can present in case of litigation, in case of future references. That is what is the thing we need to do. How I can save my client from the notices? Sir, you have covered the point that why litigations, or what the things we need to keep in our mind while going through with the notices, or what are the things we need to keep in our mind while drafting the reply, or how we need to read the notice. These things you have covered. But sir, can you please tell me that notice आए ही नहीं? There is possibility that the departmental authority is not going to issue any notice to us. So yes, if we'll follow certain things, in that case we can reduce the chances of the litigations. Because first we are filing the GSTR 1 return, then we are filing the GSTR 3B return. Try no difference between the GSTR 3B and 1. Many times what is happening? While filing the GSTR 1 return, client has not provided one specific credit note. Okay, client has not provided one specific credit note. As on 14th of subsequent month, client is coming and saying that, sir, this is the credit note we have not reported in our GSTR 1 return, but now we should consider in our GSTR 3B return in this month because this is related to this month only. And in subsequent month, we'll put it in your GSTR 1 return. Okay. Suppose the credit note is of for 1 lakh rupees, GST is at the rate of 18%, 18,000 rupees. Okay, no problem. Now, In that case, there will be difference in 2 months. In the first month, when you have not reported in GSTR1 but reported in GSTR3B, then it will be indication that you are paying a less tax in 3B with comparison to GSTR1. And in subsequent month, yes, the complete difference has been set off, but there will be a 2-time red highlight in the system. It will create the chances of litigation because the automatic system has no idea that yes, first month 1 lakh rupees, next month 1 lakh set off. वो तो यही काउंट करेगा, there is a difference in 2 months. So there will be a chances of litigation. इससे अच्छा the best practice is that suppose your client is coming with a credit note related to that month, you just need to suggest will consider this credit note in subsequent month in GSTR1 as well as in 3B, so that your everything will be reconciled. That is what is the thing first we need to keep in our mind. No difference between the RCM payable and paid. No immediate use variation in the sales try. Yes, if client has added certain equipments or added certain manufacturing process, in that case there may be a huge variation, so you have the reasons. But basically you just need to try. There is a step by step increase, not a huge increase. You can suggest these things with your client. Or sir, believe me, when you will schedule an exit meeting with your client or when you will connect with your client, because as I am also providing the services to the professionals for the growth of practice, and we are providing a complete setup that how you can grow your practices. So this is also one tip which I am going to provide you very freely. Okay, if you will schedule an exit meeting with your client, and this is the most important thing, and you will discuss these things with your client, this will be additional service from your side towards your client, and it will create an impression on your client. No major differences between 2B and 3B, and interest should be paid in case of delay in filing of the returns. These things we just need to keep in our mind. Sir, how are you? You all are here. I think you are not boring through this deliberation. Why most of the litigations are due to input tax credit? I think if you have attended my last sessions, in that case, you know the answer of this question, because this is a very important question for me. Because whenever we are getting the notices or related to scrutiny, related to business audit, related to assessment, the most important thing is your input tax credit. Maximum notices are issuing on account of input tax credit nowadays. In future, it will get reduced, because then the departmental authority gain the knowledge of time of supply, place of supply, and other things related to technical and analytical related to GST. Okay. But nowadays we are receiving many notices because there are a lot of filters in claiming the input tax credit. Whenever you are claiming the input tax credit, first you need to check the conditions of section 16 subsection 1 in the course or furtherance of business. Then you need to check the various conditions of section 16 subsection 2. Invoices they are reflected in 2B, goods has been received, counterparty has filed the return, paid the taxes. Then you need to check that the input should not be blocked in 17.5. Then you need to check reversal according to 42-43. That means a lot of filters are there, or whenever there will be a number of filters, in that case the number of chances of mistakes get enhanced. So that is what is the biggest reason for the litigations. What will be the ideal body part of reply of a particular notice? Sir, whenever you are framing a notice, I am just going to briefly discuss the same. Abhi हमसे एक certain participants has demanded the format of reply. I always saying that, sir, because if you will check the Google or if you will check the YouTube, you will find multiple videos on that how to prepare the reply, or how to prepare the reply for 10 type of notices, for 50 type of notices, for 100 type of notices. Sir, we don't need the types of notices, or we need not to learn the types of notices based reply. We just need to try to understand the techniques to frame a reply, so that whatever type of notice will be there, we all will be in a situation to provide a prepared reply. So whenever you are framing a reply, the first thing should be about the industry. The industry is a manufacturing industry, the industry is a trading industry, the industry is a textile industry, about the industry. Then after, we need to mention the facts of the situation. Suppose the departmental authority has issued the notice on account of difference between 3B and 1. So we just need to mention the facts of the situation after the industry nature. Then we need to provide the relevant section under which the taxpayer is providing the reply. After section, we should report the case study. Then after, suppose if there will be a technical glitch and due to that the demand has been created, then we need to take the reference of technical glitch. Then relevant reconciliation, that should be part of your annexure as already covered. Conclusive para and your prayer. Please consider the relevant documentation and prepare the provide your decision accordingly, and the supporting documents in the form of annexure. So this is a ideal body part of a particular reply. Okay, you can use it. This is very useful. Okay, so whenever you are preparing the reply, you just need to keep these things in your mind so that you can easily go through with the things very easily. Sir, so we have covered the notices, the types of notices, what the things we need to keep in our mind while getting the notices, how we can summarize the notice, how we can draft the reply, what are the things we need to keep in our mind while drafting that particular reply. These things we have covered for the smooth conduct of the audit. Okay. If you have any question, any query, I request just put it in the chat box. I am here. Mahendra sir, if you have received the notice on common portal as well on your particular physical notice as well, in that case, the notice which you have received on the GST and common portal will be treated as date of communication. I just request everyone be there for next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, we'll discuss something important. So your date of communication on which the notice has been issued on GST and common portal will be treated as your date of communication. Okay. Any question which you have provided earlier, you just need to copy and paste once again. Rahul ji, yes, you can provide the purchase invoices if easily available. Otherwise, you can also draft a particular reply in which you can take the consideration of section 16, subsection 5 or subsection 6. That, sir, now our input is allowed, and as per based on the Excel sheet and as per the data generated from 2A, the same is available. So our credit should be allowed, and accordingly the matter should be, the liability should be waived off. Mahendra sir, in that case, you have to provide a prepare reply. You should prepare a particular reply with all the facts. Okay, and in that case, you just need to provide a particular reply considering a lot of case studies which is also there. Okay, Deepak Daikem ka case study hai. In that case, also Honorable High Court has provided the decision in the same matter. So you can take the reference of multiple High Court case studies for your reply, so that most probably your case will be solved in such a way. Okay. For a better discussion, we may connect over call. That is what is also option available. Rahulji, in that case, definitely you will get the interest, not an issue. You will definitely get the interest for this particular matter. Bobby sir, related to litigations due to ITC only, in that case, there may be chances of the litigations on account of ineligible input tax credit, that is 17.5 related to construction. There may be chances related to difference between 3B and 2B. There may be chances related to RCM related input tax credit. There may be chances of the rules, that is 42, 43. There may be chances due to the non-payment of creditors within 180 days and the interest applicability. So these are the probable reasons for the ITC related litigations. Sir, any query? And if you have no query, then I just want to share with the new participants, those who have joined our session today, about our GST comprehensive course. This is not an advertisement. This is just a information, because sir, this course is free. Okay. So this is just a information, because nowadays a big problem is there, that whenever we are handling the GST compliances, GST return filing, we should have the complete idea of GST law. Okay. With that, we should have the practical idea, analytical idea. But in many cases, we are getting multiple notices on account of these things, and professionals are facing a lot of issues. Hence, we are coming with a GST comprehensive course. In this course, we'll cover the complete GST law, each and every section, each and every rules with practical application. Also, will cover around 250 recent landmarking judgments by the High Court, Supreme Court, AAR authority, AAR authority, so that you can easily go through with the things. Okay. With that, we'll also cover around. With that, we'll also cover around 250 practical questions. We'll also cover around 250 practical questions in this particular course. That means this is completely a 45 days course, and this course is based on series. That means this will not be a boring course at all. We'll cover a lot of examples every day, 8 to 9 p.m. This course will be there. If you will not join the live, in that case, same day, you will get the recordings as well. With this course, we'll provide you 3 set of books. One is based on law, another is based on 250 practical case studies, and third one is based on 500 practical questions. 250 will cover in the session itself, and 250 case studies will be covered for your homework. With after this course, you will get one certificate as well. One examination will also be there. So we are not charging anything for the course, but we are charging for the books, and the price of books is around 4,000 rupees. But will provide you the books for 3,400 only, that is at our cost only. And this is just a information, because sir, this course will be completely in a practical way, and this is a guaranteed course. After completion of the course, if you will not satisfied with the content, just once mail us that sir, I am not satisfied, will refund you the 3,400 rupees and keep the books with you. So this is our assurance, my guarantee to you, that this course will be very helpful for each and every professionals. If you have not registered for the course yet, in that case, you can register now. If you want to register now, in that case, this is the QR code. You just need to make the payment of 3,400 rupees, and post payment will share with you one Google form. You just need to fill that form. If you are going to register for this course now, in that case, you will get access to our subscription plan priced 5,000 rupees very freely. In that subscription plan, you will get 500 practical case studies videos in 2 to 3 minutes. Whenever you want, you can access. Also, you will get access to our drafting pleading related course around 6 to 7 hours. Price is 1,299. You will get access exclusively free, and you also get access to our specific workshop on MNST scheme. Sir, why these attractions? Because if I just need to sell the movie ticket, I can easily sell without any restriction. Now I just want to engage the participants in the GST comprehensive course, and we just want maximum number of participants in the course. In that case, this is the facility from our side. This is guarantee from my side that sir, this is a 100% assured course. If you will not satisfied, will give you the refund. And this is my promise to you, will make my 1000% efforts to make this course very interesting, very interactive. This course will be starting from 8th of March. Earlier the date was 3rd of March, but now we are shifted to 8th of March, because there is certain issues with the dispatch of study material, although we have already started the dispatch of study material. Okay. Yes, definitely. Those who have registered from 1st of March, you will get the access to our subscription plan, access to the courses as well as on 1st of March. Okay. If you want to register, just scan this QR code, make the payment of 3,400 rupees and ensure your seat. Okay. And also, if you are joining, not joining, if you have any query related to GST, feel free to connect with me. Our respected member, Venu sir, has already shared the WhatsApp number. Okay. And those who want to join this course, this is the specific QR code. And related to course, if you have any query, you can easily connect with me on this number. Okay, my team member will connect and you can easily ask any question related to the course, related to the GST on this number. Also, I request everyone, those who have joined this session live, whatever will be your feedback, whatever will be your comment about this session, I request everyone, please put it in the chat box. I request everyone. And after completion of the session, you will get one link in the group about the feedback. And I request everyone, please provide your valuable feedback on the screenshot, because after feedback you just need to share your screenshot, you will get the complete study material. Whatever will be your feedback, I request everyone, जो भी आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा, if you feel bad, you can put it in the chat box. I am here to hear your views. Rahul ji, now you can put the negative figure in GSTR 3B, not an issue. Now you can put the negative figure in the GSTR 3B, not an issue. Okay, earlier year you have get the notices and you have claimed the input tax credit for the same. In that case, sir, the input tax credit is not allowed, because input tax credit is completely and a separately matter, but there is no any revenue loss to the government in this specific situation, you can say. So I have certain case studies, I can have certain case studies. So you just need to connect with me, or WhatsApp will definitely provide you that case study as well. Okay. Mohammed sir, can you do one thing? You just need to connect with me on this WhatsApp number. Is that possible for you? Will definitely solve your query. I have shared you the WhatsApp number. You can connect with me on this WhatsApp number, because now there is certain issues with the mic. So I request, if it is possible to you, then just put your query in the chat box. I am here. And if no query is there, in that case, what you need to do, you just need to share your query on the WhatsApp, or you can connect with me over the WhatsApp by tomorrow morning 10:30. Okay, this is my request to you. Or now you can comment in the chat box. Is that okay, Mohammed sir? So everyone, I have just received the feedbacks of 10 to 15 participants. Sir, you all have joined. So I request everyone to make your feedbacks in the chat box, and the link which you will receive on your number, just provide your feedback in 3 to 4 lines, sir, because I am reading your feedbacks and I just want to read your feedback of each and everyone. So I request everyone to provide your feedback in the link which you will receive very soon in the WhatsApp group. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for listening. Sir, not filing of the return, not filing. Chiranjeevi ji, can you do one thing? You just need to comment in the chat box. Will definitely respond. Actually, today my earphone is not working, hence I am not able to hear your query. That is the issue. So you can comment in the chat box if it is possible for you. If you are not filing the return, Rajesh ji, if you are not filing the return, in that case, late fees will be there. And departmental authority can impose the journal penalty, because 125 is related to journal penalty. This is the power in the hand of departmental authority. If any matter, in that case, they can charge a penalty up to 25,000 rupees. To 25,000 rupees, they have to specify the quantum. Okay, but we just need to check that how many days delay is there. Okay, also in case of non-filing of return and now you are filing, in that case late fees is applicable. You can argue on account of penalties. Yes, definitely ho sakta hai. There may be chances that the speed is fast, because the reason being today is Sunday and I know that maximum participants has a very limited amount of time. So I have taken certain concept fast, but this is my assurance to you. If you will go through, if you will go through once video once again, because you will get the recordings as well. Then you can easily get the concepts. Okay. Chiranjeevi ji, you can do one thing. Can you please connect with me or WhatsApp, because I just need certain more explanation on that, and will definitely guide you out. Mohammed sir, for availing the amnesty scheme, no need to go for appeal. You just need to directly log into GST and Common Portal. Under User Services tab, you can go for the amnesty scheme. I request, our last session was related to amnesty scheme. So just go through with that video, because everything has been covered in that particular session. Vinod sir, can you please share the notice with me once? Just hide the details of taxpayer and you can share the notice with me, so that I can check the things, and then after we'll provide you the response in a very well way. Because whenever there will be a practical situation, the things will be different case to case. Okay. So that will be a great thing for me if you will share with me on WhatsApp. Yes, definitely, Venusan, we can argue for that, because they have issued the notice under section number 73, and the difference in 3B and 1, because when they issued the section number 128A, they have not taken any reference related to 3B and 1, that you are not able to file any appeal, or you are not able to select the amnesty scheme. Amnesty scheme is for any notice, any order which is under section number 73, you can go for the amnesty scheme. So just this one argument is more than sufficient. Those who have made the payment of this course today, then I request everyone, that I have shared the Google form. Just fill the Google form so that we can get the idea as well. Also, with this particular session, we have created certain handwritten notes as well. So I will share with you the handwritten notes copy as well for your future reference. Okay. So you will get the PPT file, you will get the handwritten notes as well. But I request once again, whatever will be your feedback, just put it on the link which you will receive. So once again, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for listening with us. मिलते हैं 25th of Feb. We have a very important discussion on the IMS invoice management system. We'll discuss the complete invoice management system in that particular section. So thank you everyone once again for joining, for listening, for your valuable feedbacks, for your love and support. We'll meet 25th of Feb. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.